Every night, a strange surrender takes place. You close your eyes. The room remains where it was. The world continues without your supervision. Your name, your plans, your problems, and your unfinished conversations slowly lose their grip. Then consciousness loosens. The body grows heavy, and you cross a threshold you cannot fully observe while it is happening. Sleep is so ordinary that we often forget how mysterious it is. For hours we become still and vulnerable. We stop directing the day. We trust the bed beneath us, the walls around us, and the unseen rhythm inside the body. Then, if all goes well, we return in the morning with no memory of most of the journey. So what is the spiritual meaning of deep sleep, rest and relaxation? Why have religious traditions treated rest as sacred rather than lazy? Why did ancient people imagine sleep as a god, a protected realm or a doorway between visible and invisible life? And why can a person lie down exhausted yet remain unable to surrender? Stay with me, because we will explore the ancient kingdom of Hypnos, an Egyptian lullaby created to protect sleeping children, the Sabbath meaning of stopping, the story of Elijah sleeping beneath a desert tree, 9 spiritual meanings of deep rest, and a simple evening practice you can use before entering our companion Deep Sleep and Relaxation Meditation. But first, we need to understand something important. Deep sleep is not simply unconsciousness. It is active restoration, hidden beneath stillness. During a normal night, the body moves through repeating cycles of non-REM and REM sleep. In the early stages, breathing slows, muscles relax, and body temperature begins to fall. Then comes stage 3 non-REM sleep, often called deep sleep, slow wave sleep, or delta sleep. This is the stage in which the body is hardest to wake. Breathing and pulse become slow and steady. Brain activity shows large, slow delta waves. Much of our deep sleep occurs during the first half of the night, before longer periods of REM sleep become more common towards morning. Scientists connect healthy sleep with physical recovery, memory, immune function, emotional regulation, and clear daytime thinking. Yet the person sleeping does not consciously manage any of it. That gives us the first spiritual clue. Deep sleep is a nightly lesson in allowing life to continue without the ego controlling every process. You do not instruct your heart to slow. You do not command each sleep stage to begin. You do not supervise tissue repair, memory processing, or the rhythm of breath. The body carries ancient wisdom that works below conscious thought. In a culture that praises constant effort, sleep reminds us that not every form of progress looks active. Some growth happens in darkness. Some restoration happens when nothing appears to be happening. Some answers arrive only after the mind stops chasing them. Ancient Greek and Roman imagination gave this mystery a face. Hypnos, known as Somnus in Rome, was the personification and god of sleep. Artists sometimes showed him with wings at his head, suggesting the swift and quiet arrival of sleep. Morpheus, associated with dreams, was described as a child of Hypnos. In one artistic tradition inspired by Ovid, the kingdom of sleep lies within a cave on a hollow mountainside. The river Lethe, associated with forgetting, moves through that shadowed realm. No bright doorway announces the entrance. The kingdom is quiet, removed from the noise of ordinary life. The image carries a powerful meaning. To sleep, we must temporarily forget. Not permanently, not irresponsibly, but for a few hours, the mind must loosen its hold on the day. The argument can wait. The unfinished task can wait. The person who misunderstood you can wait. The future can wait. Hypnos symbolizes the mercy of temporary release. Sleep creates a boundary between one day and the next, preventing every worry from becoming an endless, unbroken experience. But ancient people also understood that sleep could feel vulnerable. In ancient Egypt, families used prayers, protective images, amulets, and spoken rituals around children in the night. One surviving text is often called the magical lullaby, or charm for the protection of a child. It was intended to guard a sleeping child from feared spiritual dangers. Whether or not we share those ancient beliefs, the human emotion is familiar. A parent watches a child sleeping and feels both peace and responsibility. The sleeping child has stopped protecting itself. Love remains awake around it. That gives us another spiritual meaning of rest. Protection does not always mean staying alert forever. Sometimes protection means being held safely enough to let vigilance end. Many adults carry the opposite feeling into bed. The body lies down, but the mind remains at the door like a guard who refuses to finish the shift. It checks tomorrow, replays yesterday, imagines danger, and keeps watch over problems that cannot be solved at 2 a.m. Relaxation is therefore not always about making the room quieter. Sometimes it is about convincing the inner guard that, for this moment, it is safe to stand down. Biblical traditions also place rest at the center of spiritual life. The creation story ends not with endless production, but with a day of rest. Sabbath means stopping. It establishes a rhythm in which work has a boundary, and human worth is not measured only by output. This is deeper than taking a day off because you're tired. Sacred rest is an act of trust. It says the world will continue even when your hands are still. It interrupts the belief that everything depends entirely upon your effort. The Psalms connect sleep with safety and trust. One familiar verse describes lying down and sleeping in peace because protection does not come from personal vigilance alone. That does not mean spiritual people ignore real responsibilities or dangerous conditions. It means the soul was not designed to remain permanently braced. One of the strongest biblical stories about exhaustion appears in the life of Elijah. After a period of conflict, fear, and intense pressure, Elijah runs into the wilderness. Beneath a broom tree, he reaches a point of despair. He does not receive a lecture first. He lies down and sleeps. Then an angel wakes him and tells him to eat. Food and water are beside him. He eats, drinks, and lies down again. The angel returns, telling him to eat because the journey ahead will be too much without strength. Notice the order. Sleep, food, water, more sleep. Then the next stage of the journey. The story does not treat physical exhaustion as a moral failure. Before Elijah receives further direction, his depleted body is cared for. This is one of the most compassionate spiritual lessons about rest. Sometimes what feels like a crisis of purpose is intensified by exhaustion. Not every dark thought is a prophecy. Not every lack of motivation means you have lost your calling. Sometimes the body is asking for restoration before the spirit can hear clearly again. This is also where we must separate sacred rest from avoidance. Rest prepares you to return. Avoidance keeps you permanently absent. Healthy sleep restores the strength needed to face life. Escapism uses sleep, distraction, or numbness to refuse life altogether. The difference often appears in what happens afterwards. Genuine rest may not solve every problem, but it gives you more capacity to meet it. Avoidance leaves the problem untouched while shrinking your willingness to engage. So when you feel drawn towards sleep, stillness, or retreat, ask a gentle question. Am I being restored for the journey, or am I disappearing from something that needs honest attention? There is no shame in needing rest. There is wisdom in understanding what kind of rest you need. Physical rest may require sleep. Mental rest may require silence and fewer decisions. Emotional rest may require a safe space where you do not have to perform strength. Social rest may require time away from draining conversations. Spiritual rest may require prayer, meditation, nature, Sabbath, or simply sitting without demanding an answer. Deep sleep cannot be forced through spiritual language alone. Persistent insomnia, loud snoring or gasping, severe daytime sleepiness, or sleep problems that interfere with ordinary life deserve professional medical attention. A meditation video may support a bedtime routine, but it is not a treatment or a substitute for proper care. Still, relaxation can help create a bridge between activity and sleep. Modern life often asks the nervous system to move directly from stimulation into unconsciousness. Bright screens, messages, worries, and unfinished work continue until the moment the head reaches the pillow. The body is expected to stop instantly, as though sleep were a switch. But sleep is more like entering water. The body benefits from a gradual transition. A familiar soundscape, slow breathing, low light, a comfortable room, and repeated evening routine can become signals that the active part of the day is ending. Research on natural sounds suggests they may support stress recovery in some settings, although individual responses vary and no sound works for everyone. The value of a relaxation meditation is not that it contains magical power. Its value is that it can reduce decision-making, give attention a steady place to rest, and create permission to stop solving the day. Now let us bring the spiritual meanings together. Here are 9 possible meanings of deep sleep, rest, and relaxation. Hold them as reflections, not fixed predictions. First, surrender. Sleep requires you to release conscious control. Spiritually, this may reflect the need to stop gripping a situation that cannot be solved through force alone. Second, trust. To sleep peacefully is to believe, at least for a few hours, that you do not have to watch everything. Trust does not deny reality. It allows vigilance to have a boundary. Third, restoration. Deep sleep reminds us that repair can happen below awareness. A quiet season may be rebuilding something that visible activity could not restore. Fourth, protection. The ancient lullaby and the psalmist's language of safety show why sleep has long been connected with being watched over. Rest becomes possible when the soul feels held rather than abandoned. Fifth, humility. Every person must sleep. Wealth, status, intelligence, and power do not remove the body's need to stop. Sleep places all human beings beneath the same law of limitation. Sixth, release from identity. During deep sleep, you temporarily stop performing your roles. You are not the employee, carer, creator, parent, leader, or problem solver. You simply exist. This can remind you that your worth is deeper than your productivity. Seventh, hidden growth. The sleeping seed beneath soil looks inactive, yet life is preparing. Deep rest may symbolize a period when growth is real, even though it cannot yet be displayed. Eighth, renewal. Morning follows sleep as a small daily rebirth. Yesterday is not erased, but a new cycle begins. Rest teaches that endings and beginnings can occur quietly. Ninth, preparation. Elijah's sleep beneath the tree was not the end of his journey. It prepared him for what came next. Sometimes rest is not a retreat from purpose. It is part of the purpose. Which meaning feels closest to your life tonight? Do you need surrender, trust, restoration, protection, humility, release, hidden growth, renewal, or preparation? Do not choose the most impressive word. Choose the one your body recognizes. Before using the companion meditation, try this simple evening reflection. Make sure you are in a safe and comfortable place. Lower the volume. Let the room become slightly darker. Place one hand where you feel your breath most clearly. Then say quietly, "The work of this day is finished enough for now. What I cannot solve tonight, I release until morning. My body is allowed to rest." Take one slow breath and notice where the body is still holding the day. On the next breath, soften the jaw and shoulders. On the third breath, ask, "What am I afraid will happen if I stop watching everything?" Do not force an answer. The purpose is not to create another task. It is to notice the belief beneath the tension. Then imagine placing the unfinished day outside the bedroom door. It will still exist tomorrow. You are not destroying responsibility. You are giving it a boundary. Now that you understand the deeper meaning, you can move from explanation into experience. Our companion Deep Sleep and Relaxation Meditation was prepared as a calm space for winding down, quiet reflection, and rest. Use it at a comfortable volume. Let it sit behind your thoughts, rather than overpowering them. There is nothing you have to achieve while listening. Before you go, tell us in the comments, what stops you from resting most often? An active mind, emotional pressure, outside noise, responsibility, or something else? Your answer may become part of a future spiritual meanings video. And when you are ready, enter the stillness. Not because sleep makes every problem disappear, but because even the strongest soul needs a place where effort can end, the inner guard can lower its hands, and hidden restoration can begin.